Well, as per usual, my run is turned into how to run. This was a road on a USGS topo map, and I knew there was some bushwhacking, and I knew it was a decommissioned road, but I actually thought it was still kind of graveled out. Though, knowing that, I was kind of surprised that where I'm headed, my destination, would actually not be more heavily visited, because it's an extinct town called Kerriston that I'm headed to. And following basically, I don't know, apparently there was an old road path around here, and I'm relatively on course. Looks like I just got a nice new walking stick to help get through this brush. I'm headed up to this clear cut now, but it was pretty deep back in there. I guess I'll start that back up. Do intend to get running again and, you know, get my 18 to 20 miles in, but this is, oh yeah, look, there's a road up there. So we've escaped quarantine today and headed in to find more secrets of Rattlesnake Mountain. I'm blessed that it's not hitting me at this particular moment. I'm pretty exposed to it. But that little thing over there is what I want to get to. And also the way this is cut up here and the way that's graded, that might be a legit path too. Maybe I want to go high before I get low. I don't know. Although this looks like it might drop me down right in here, so I might skirt through this and cross in. We'll come back up to that. We're gonna need more uphill to like really, you know, consciously call this a run. But I was making rapid ascent and keeping halfway decent running paces for a while. It's been a long week. My longest ever bike mileage week was 164 miles, which isn't much to road bikers and whatnot, I know, but did almost a century on Monday, and I've got 25 running miles, including a workout in, so it's pretty fatigued, but I'm hoping to get some just good miles, time on feet. I'm somewhat into the quarantine and lockdown. I sort of developed a principle, like I'm saying, that, you know, if you can hit it from your front door, one way or the other, go for it and take the path least traveled. Now, there's some exceptions. I can easily hit Mount Si, exit 27, Tiger Mountain from my front door. But those places are all pretty heavily populated. And from what I heard from my loving fiance Camila, who is gravel riding out this way at the moment, there's really quite a crowd near exit 27 where she rode by. But I think if you can stay out of the populated areas and hit stuff from your front door, you're really doing no harm. Oh yeah, whatever I did, I got a little off course, because that's that's drivable all-wheel drive below me, and I want to get down to it. Alrighty, just a little brush here, a little pile of brush. Okay, not bad. One last little thing here. Okay, real quick, before I run down the road that I'm going to follow into Kerriston, I want to see what this path looks like back here. And we'll see on the GPS track when I overlay it with my map just how off this was. But if I mark this on my GPS, you know, I'll have more of a sense of what I could have been doing. I mean, there's definitely bushwhack no matter which way I took, but I didn't necessarily apparently need to go through the clear cut, but yeah, So apparently this was a road, and on the map, like this came through. But yeah, I mean, it's not exactly hospitable. I guess I could have stayed low. I ended up going high up through the bank over here. The DNR timber sale boundary sign there. Well, now we're on to Kerriston. Let's do this. All right, well, I'm at the end of the logging road after a brief little bit of open running ability. I found out that Camila, my isolation partner, is gravel riding not terribly far away. She's exploring the secrets on the Northwest Peak that I traversed on foot earlier this week. And I'm back into some brush. Oh man, really gotta wear something with long sleeves when I do this. Tank tops are not good for bushwhacking. Trail running gear is very nice for staying dry and the right temperature in this time of year, but not so hot for breaking this stuff. So this apparently is the road to Kerriston. It's Canyon Creek, maybe. I think this is probably Canyon Creek that we're following here. Ooh, looks like, oh, we're following it or crossing it? We might be crossing it. Huh. Okay. Glad we're crossing this way. Yeah. Quite a confluence here. Right on. Oh, this is pretty trivial. I'm not gonna bother even trying to not get my feet wet. I'm just gonna not fall, really. Oh yeah, fuck it. There we go. Cool the legs off. Give it a little extra training stimulus by having soggy feet for, you know, probably the rest of the day. Now I guess while I'm not really running and I have my breath, I can give you a review of these sunglasses I got. These Roka sunglasses, excuse me, not Roku, Roka sunglasses. Getting my things confused there. But these are the Z8 7 Pluses with the AT1X polarized lenses. And they have anti-fog, anti-ballistic technology, obviously polarized, so they're good for low light situations like this, lower light situations like this, and also when the sun's like right in your face. I found them useful for riding, and today they're keeping me from getting blinded by this fucking brush. Excuse me, by this beautiful, lovely brush that's tearing my arms and legs to shreds. But I think once we get to Kerriston, we get some photographs, get a sense of what's going on, I'll be able to find a nice gravel road out. Probably do a little bit more climbing, and then finish out the day with several more miles, maybe another 10 to 14 miles of running or so. Hard to say at this point, but we'll see. But the glasses are really effective, and I am finding that they don't scratch easily when they take hits from this brush, and they don't fog terribly easy. They were a little fogged earlier when I was really pumping, and like there was some water from my sweat accumulating around the lenses. A bit of glass there. Interesting. But it faded really quickly. So it was like, you know, it was fogged, but it didn't like ruin the experience. It just sort of didn't require any wiping. It was just sort of gone. So, I would be running this, and I don't know if the video is giving it good justice or not, but this is a lot of weird footing. And also I'm just getting whapped by stuff. And, you know, it's like Voltaire said though, life is thickly sown with thorns, and I know of no other way through except to, or no better way around them except to pass directly through them. So metaphorically speaking, that makes a lot of sense for right now during the COVID crisis. But, you know, quite literally, I don't know if it's actually, that's actually the best routine. Okay, this is interesting. I think you're going this way still. Yeah, so I mean, as you can see, like on Cal Topo, like I'm near the railroad that goes into Kerriston, and this is where I want to be. But this isn't on it, so right on. Also going to consult Gaia where I actually have my route loaded into. Okay, we're almost there, and that's interesting. So this was part of my way out. Okay, this is the alternate way. This is probably the way I'm going to leave. But for now, yeah, I basically have followed this little bushwhack path, except it's not, you know, clearly marked. And honestly, this was a bushwhack path that I set. There was nothing here to even write this on. But yeah, Kerriston is just right down this way. So this must be the old railroad regrade that is a road now. And honestly, I am so perplexed on how someone made their way in here. But we're probably going to go back the other way on the way out of here. And we're going to find out. Because look at this. I don't know if it's visible. These are fresh Jeep char treads. Shit, I'd drive my fucking Subaru down this. So, what lies ahead? Oh, it's getting intense. Man, I'm getting anxious. I've got to somehow get my moving pace down below 18-minute miles here, though. This is supposed to be a long run day, but it's going to be a long day, but not so much running as intended. My ultimate goal is to make maybe an ultra marathon route that would run through this, called the Kerriston Ghost Town Ultra. I don't know. The one I had in mind has like a cool loop over Rattlesnake Mountain with some cool bushwhack sections. Well, brushy sections, not bushwhacking. Obviously, if it's a race, we're not gonna try and make a new Barkley marathon or anything. I don't know. Guessing this is as far as that vehicle got. A little creek running by here, some drainage. Oh yeah, oh, okay, all right. It's old, but it's still doing its job. It's catching all the runoff from this grate over here. Also, while I'm talking about my gear, I've got some Ultra Gator Trap compatible gators on here right now on my Ultra Olympus 3.5s. You know, I wasn't really an Ultra guy, but after I DNF'd in my 100 miler in New Zealand, because my feet were just literally throbbing and about to burst out the side of my Brooks Cascadias, I decided that I just needed a wider toe box. And honestly, these still aren't even wide enough. I mean, the toe box is good. It lets me splay my feet better. But I'm kind of midfoot. I tend to swell up when I'm on them all day. Something you don't find out, you know, until you run 100K to 75 miles, and then somewhere in there, you know, they just stop working on you. Blessed with the weather today too. It's like the sun's coming through at just the right parts. Like, I mean, it's like more chilly forested area, but I'm getting some sunlight. It feels really good. Been out here for like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I've only got like 7.75 miles. Listening for, just listening, you know, like, I mean, not so much worried about wildlife. I'm 100% sure there are bears back here, but listening to the movement of the drainage over here, it's probably Raging River, which rolls right by Kerriston, which is why it was put there probably, because it's a great resource to have. I feel like it's closing up again. Some footpaths. All right, let's see what's going on here. Might be a path this way. We're gonna just eyeball this area before we get moving. It's like it's diverting around the drainage that's right there. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh wow. So a campfire, but also I can't tell if those are like needle syringes or if those are actual like maybe earbuds for like shooting. I don't see any casings around. So yeah, I mean I could see some addicts coming out this way. Yeah, shit. Huh. Parts or something, like some type of like potting plant or something, some type of kiln or something. I don't know. There might even be another little path this way. But there's a clearing over here. This is where I expect to find some of the structures. I'm told that I've read that some of the structures still exist. And also, like I said, there's a geocache out here. And I don't give much of a shit about geocaching, but you know, it's just one more thing I could do. If there's one geocache I get and it happens to be one of the really hard ones to get in the area, well, hey, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh goodness, what's going on over here? Okay, guessing that's the Raging River. Okay, got the nasty little ditch to cross here. Some type of animal print and, oh man, oh shit. Got my fucking foot stuck there. Fuck, oh that's gross. That's gonna make the day interesting. Okay. Note to self, don't go leaping into mud. Alright. Okay. I don't really know what to do. There's a flag over there. Do I need to cross this? I mean, I will. That's what it takes. And I can get some of the friggin' mud off my foot now. It's like in my shoe. Well, let's check the map. We're not gonna clear mile 7 yet. I don't know, like, am I just being foolish if I go across that? I don't know. But if I cross this and there's a railroad tie, I don't know. Might be worth it. I don't know, I don't mind a little swim. As long as there's actually something over there. Well, I mean, whatever. I don't know, does that path even pick up over there? Hopefully this river doesn't feel too strong on me. So far I feel pretty good holding this. I can hold this. It's honestly not even that cold for being fresh running mountain water in the early mid-spring here. I say that, but it is actually pretty chilly. Just kind of feels good on my legs. Okay. All right. Clearly someone has done this and it's flagged. This looks like it's rutted out from people trying to come up here. Though I'm looking up at this thinking, okay. Uh-oh. Yeah. Not sure that was worth it entirely. There's a dead fish over there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's just nothing here. There's like a bank over here. That little outcropping thing. Looks like more river, maybe. I don't know, man. I think this might be bust. But then again, like, I could see people that adventure out here, the river being like a massive turnaround point. There's like a little swamp over here. So much for running, but hey, this is pretty adventurous. I'm sure I'll get running once I get chilly. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's consult again now that we've crossed the river. So that, I guess this isn't precisely where I crossed over, but this looks nice and it's faster. There's a little bit of a grade drop right here, but there's another pathway over there, kind of looks like. Maybe. Not terribly concerned about this flow level here. Any faster than this and I would probably not be doing this, so I don't really recommend this in general. Something orangey down there. Some like weird algae or old ropes or something. Oh boy. Ugh. Yeah, literally any more flow than this. And if these rocks weren't here, this would be rough. There, a little more shallow. It just goes to show, like, just a small river has a lot of force behind it. All this water going through here, this flow is not hospitable. All right, what do we got over here? Looks like a whole lot of nothing. But my path is just right over here, so I think we're done playing around in the river for today. I will trade you one river crossing for 20 brambles. My feet are a little chilly, but that's all right. And this is where we came in at. Okay. Well, I mean, Kerriston is marked more uphill. Ooh, I was just talking to this gator. It finally slipped out. I had to cross a river to get the front clip to slip out, but the gator still hung in there. It's still serving its purpose. Oh, what's up? So we got a little garter snake there. Big one. Hey, buddy. They're not harmful. They just startle me a little bit sometimes. Anyways. Okay. Oh yeah. Feet are gonna be little prunes when I get done with today. So we're gonna be a little mindful on our way out because when we kind of saw where the four-wheel drive track went, just look over here real quick. Just peek around. So there's a little like, this could be game trails, I don't know. There's stuff over here though. Like, these are cut. That was cut. Yeah, this is like, maybe it's just game trail. Just want to make sure I don't miss something important that we're really close to, because we felt like we had to rush. So we got 7+ hours of daylight though. Plus we got a family that would appreciate having me around. Ooh, look at this. Okay, we got something. We got a bottle. What's this a bottle of? Is it? Oh shit. Careful, it's not, it didn't look broken, but it is. It's very old school looking. There's some more scat here, so I might just be rolling around in game trails, and I don't know. But honestly, this might actually be a site. Like, some weird shit back here. Oh, now that's cool. Look at this tree. It's got cuts in it. It's like it's a face cut into it. Oh my God. Oh wow, that's kind of creepy. Huh. Oh, we've got, this is taking me somewhere. Oh, look, there's some, you know what? This is remnants of the town. I mean, this town is friggin' extinct. And I mean, quite literally, like there's some like some kind of vehicle part maybe. Muffler. I don't know if they had mufflers back then. I hope they did. Something to look up. When did the concept of the muffler present itself to mankind? When was this delivered? There's another river access route. So, I mean, after Kerriston went extinct, I mean, there probably were just a lot of trails, you know, over the decades. Oh wow, look at that. There's more to this. Okay, this is a continuation, and this is not the severe. Fuck, we've already been in the water, we're already soaked. Who gives a shit? Let's just go over here. The geocache is marked way north of here. This is something else. Okay, interesting. I don't think I'm going to venture too far over this way. Maybe I am. So I know south of this location, though, there are some like residents that, you know, they don't live in Kerriston, the official old Kerriston, but they live nearby in what you could actually call Kerriston. Now I'm getting real curious. The ground's really soft here. Kind of post holing through dirt and brush here and there. Huh. Where the fuck? I mean, I still gotta go. I want to go back out the other way, but this is because that's where like the geocache is, and more to the town. Like I've gone way south of that town, but this is sort of a little adventure in its own. Where's my location here? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna use it like a car now. Those are, okay, that's a hoof. Those are hoofs. There's like deer or elk running back here. Seems like a decent game trail. It looks like the elk have probably helped keep this, the deer have probably helped keep this alive. Hopefully it's just the elk and the deer. Yeah. Kind of be cool to see a bear as long as it doesn't want to make me its lunch. A little late for lunch. some type of object on the ground. That looks like, what is that? Is that a shotgun casing? Shotgun shell? Yep. There's an artifact over here. Some type. Calling them artifacts just because, you know, I mean. Ah, yes, this artifact was used for target practice. They have a very old machine part, or I don't know. I'm assuming that came from the same rounds that, the same weapon that discharged the rounds that came in that shotgun shell back there too. I'm not moving very fast today. Okay. Oh, we're coming up on some type of junction. Oh, and there's artifacts ahead. That's our very big prints of a non-human creature. Boom, boom, boom. What do we have here? These are railroad ties. Okay, so got some railroad ties there at Sussex Cliff Road. There's absolutely a road here. This looks bikeable, absolutely bikeable. Oh my God, like a nice road. And then, oh my gosh, check this out. Yeah, I don't know if I'm stepping out on this, but holy shit. Bridge closed, you think? Ah, that's sketch. This is pretty sketch. Yes. Yes, we're gonna tread cautiously. Curiosity killed the mat? I hope not. Yeah, there is extreme danger on this bridge, but I did not find it today. So what's this way then? It's smart to put a reflector there. Yep, definitely all-wheel drive little vehicle here. We'll just run around this corner and see if there's anything up here. But I believe this was part of my my route. Garmin thinks so. There's some flagging. Yeah, okay. Getting a little more modernized here. Up, fucking boot path right here. Might as well just see what this is. That's done by a person, I'm pretty sure. They're just a little viewpoint up here. Or there's some river access. Maybe a dead body. I don't know. Footprints. Tracks. Interesting stuff. Faux show. All right, I don't think I'm gonna make my way down there today. So I've made the executive decision to abort going to Taylor Mountain, Brew Hill, and Lookout Mountain despite my proximity to them today. But I'm going to iron out this route so that it uses more of these roads and less of these back trails that I can't really run on or ride on. But this is definitely gravel bikeable. So I want to thank my audience and everyone who's joining me today. I'm sorry if you're locked up and don't have a lot of access to stuff like this where you can get kind of into the backcountry, or you know, it's outside of your comfort zone or whatever. I wouldn't recommend walking over condemned bridges, but you know, eventually someone's going to take the wrong step onto the sensitive part. But I have to say, I'm pretty pumped with what I've found. And I didn't really even mean to go through that way. It's just kind of the way I took. But now I'm going to sort of loop back around the bluff that sits beside. So you got some more. Oh, another little road. Curious. This is more DNR timber sales. This I'm not surprised to see. This goes around Kerriston though. Although not terribly bad. On Tuesday we added like another 1,200 feet of gain at this point, right? Like I was in my descent, not even 10 miles in. Things going on for like almost 3 hours. Ugh. Ugh. Well, honestly, it has gone on for 3 hours elapsed, so it is what it is. It's fun. Might not be the best workout, but it's time on feet. Get some grit work back there, some route finding, some map work, using technology to our advantage. Fun times. Or so before I would look for a hopefully obvious left turn, and that would be the all-wheel drive vehicle road that I identified early on. But I'm gonna grab a little snacky-roo here. Continue onward. I like the black cherry cliff blocks because they have a decent amount of caffeine in them, but not too much, as opposed to like those espresso cliff shot things. They have like what, 140, 120 milligrams in them. They're a couple coffee basically. I like the margarita ones because they have lots of sodium. So when I'm dehydrated, well, when I'm losing electrolytes, like I have been earlier today, they really come in handy for replenishing those. Well, I think I know where the path starts, and I also think I know what type of all-wheel drive vehicle might come down there. On my way back into the brush again, but definitely a path slightly more traveled. On my way to West Peak to try and intercept Camila. Hi.
Fancy meeting you here.
I took one.